administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Communication to make at the moment.
Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers. Mr. Speaker, sir, under this order, there is a paper to be laid in this House by the Honorable Zachary Mwangi, the Chairperson, Committee on Finance, Economic Planning and ICT.
Very well. Honorable Zachary Mwangi, Chairperson, Committee on Finance, Economic Planning and ICT. Member for you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to table the report of this committee on the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024, and I do table.
Thank you, Member Fonyakio. The report is duly tabled. The same shall be processed as directed by the House Business Committee, that is pursuant to Standing Order 157.5D. Clerk, next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion. Order number 7, statements. Order number 8, motions and bills. Mr. Speaker, sir, under this order, there is a bill. There is a motion to be moved by the Honorable Zachary Mwangi, the Chairperson, Committee on Finance, Economic Planning and ICT.
Very well, Honorable Zachary Mwangi, Chairperson, Committee on Finance, Economic Planning and ICT. Member for Nyakio.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move the following motion, that the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024 be led for a second time. Honorable Speaker, the Committee on Finance and Economic Planning did consider the Finance Bill 2024. And Honorable Speaker, we have been having a series of deliberations and consultations from the relevant stakeholders, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, allow me to thank the members of the public and all the stakeholders who took their time to participate in the public consultations, whose views were taken into account, Honorable Speaker. The committee is greatly indebted to this office. That is your office, Honorable Speaker, and the office of the clerk for the logistical support. And lastly, my committee members, together with the Department of Finance and Economic Planning, the ICT. And Honorable Speaker, I only want to highlight on the pertinent issues that were being addressed in this bill. And Honorable Speaker, as you are aware, that there was a consultation between the key stakeholders and the CEO of this county, and there was an agreement that from current economic crisis, Honorable Speaker, it was only prudent, in fact, back to the finance bill that was agreeable upon all parties, Honorable Speaker. That is the finance bill of 2022-2023. And if you examine this document, Honorable Speaker, especially Schedule 1, that is from page from page 19 all the way to page You do realize, Honorable Speaker, that all the revenue streams, Honorable Speaker, and all the line items, there is a reduction of 10% that had been increased in the last financial year as a finance bill. And Honorable Speaker, this finance bill, Honorable Speaker, is a replica of the 2023 finance bill, Honorable Speaker. And all the increment, Honorable Speaker, were reduced by that 10%. And Honorable Speaker, over and above the reduction of the 10% increment, if you go through the public participation report, Honorable Speaker, from the stakeholders, you can tell that all their proposals and recommendations, Honorable Speaker, have been put into consideration, ranging from views that was collected from Kinangop sub-county. And it is good to mention that in Kinangop sub-county, we did public participation at Murugaru, a Catholic church, and the second one for the southern side at Kwaharaka, Honorable Speaker. And if you go through the views, Honorable Speaker, at Kipipiri sub-county, we were at Manunga Catholic Hall. That was on Thursday, the 27th day of March 2025. At Orjororok, we were at Kasuku, Assistant County Commissioner. That is ACC Hall in Wero Ward. That was on Friday. That is the 28th day of March 2025. If you go to Orokarau, the exercise was conducted at PCA Church Hall, Honorable Speaker, on the 28th day of March. That was on a Friday, 28th day of March this year. Honorable Speaker, at Daragwa sub-county, the exercise was conducted at Mutanga Catholic Church in Daragwa Central, equally on the same day, that is on Friday, 28th day of March 2025. And Honorable Speaker, just to highlight some of the issues that were raised and the committee has put into consideration. For instance, at Daragwa sub-county, there was the issue that the county executive need proper and timely advertisement of public participation events, whereby the residents insisted on proper communication on public participation to allow room for extensive engagement, whereby they also suggested that public participation exercise be done per ward level instead of sub-county level, Honorable Speaker. And another pertinent issue that was being raised is the deadline for payment. The initial deadline of March 30th was a concern, with an extension to April 30th having been agreed upon with the governor due to the economic hardship. Honorable Speaker, if you go through all the issues that were raised, we have put into consideration all of them, and we have made the necessary recommendations, Honorable Speaker. And without belaboring much on this bill, Honorable Speaker, bearing in mind that the coming financial year finance bill should be on the way, Honorable Speaker, it is prudent that this House approve this bill with the said amendment as proposed in Chapter 3 of this report. And with that, I do call my Vice Chair to second.
I second.
Thank you, Honorable Benson. And the motion is duly moved. I now propose the question, which is that the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024 be read for a second time. Yes, member for Kirita.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for granting me this opportunity. However, as I contribute, I have a concern that we have just received this document. We have not really gone through it, and I may not be able to go through it now, but I have some 3 specific questions that I would request to ask the committee, so that when I get to my people in Mairoenya, and you know Mairoenya is one of the areas that this finance bill was contested, and Nyandarua at large, there's a few specific questions that I want to raise to the committee, so that once clarified, then we can correctly, clearly say that then the finance bill is fine. Though I will not be able to go through it now, maybe later in the day, because we do not have time. One is whether, and this the chair will confirm, the concerns during the public participation were fully considered. That is one question. Honorable Gashomba, I am addressing the chair through the speaker.
Yes, Honorable Gashomba, you should realize the only elected woman in Nyandarua County is addressing the House, and therefore you should honor that.
Yeah, so, Mr. Speaker, I repeat for the sake of the chair that one is to note that we have just received this document. Therefore, we may not be able to have time to go through, I think how many pages? Close to 200 pages. It's not possible within the stipulated time. So it is important to note that we may not be able to go through that now. However, we'll go through it later. But some pertinent questions. Number one, we had a public participation in Mairoenya, which was held in Mutanga. I want to clarifications from the chair whether whatever issues were raised were put into consideration when preparing the actual figures on this finance bill. That is one. Number two, there were specific concerns on specific items, and they are listed here, specific clauses that were mentioned during the public participation, and that is clause number, let me go to that page, if you can help me. I'm going straight to that page. Yes, it's page number 17, and there were specific clauses that had contention. That is clause number 109, number 111, number 112, number 217, number 419, number 494, 496, 530, 558, 825, 826. To confirm whether the concerns that were raised have been dealt with conclusively, and they have captured the aspiration and the request by the people who attended that public participation, which is the business community for Mairoenya, Nyandarua, Wakongo, and Shamata. Then number two, there was also an issue on, that is number 3, Chair, if you could check. Number 3 is the reference finance bill. The previous finance bill column incorrectly reflected the annulled 2024 Act instead of the operational 2023 Act. This was the concern. There is a contested finance bill that was for 2024. But when presenting this bill, they put reference to that annulled finance bill. So their concern was, how do you put reference to a finance bill that was annulled? So, Chair, for me, is to confirm whether you have corrected that and you have put reference to 2023 finance bill that is supposed now to be compared to the current finance bill. There were also informal agreements, and I wouldn't call them informal, formal agreements with the business community, with the governor. They sat and agreed on several issues. It is also important for the committee to confirm to us that that agreement is well captured here in this financial bill, so that we don't go back to the people and we seem to have done our own things. So therefore, Chair, as you conclude this, I want you to confirm those. And if the aspiration of my people have been met, then we do not have a problem with this finance bill because we represent these people. Therefore, the contention mostly, if I remember, those are the two clear contentions, and they were told that they are reverting to 2023 finance bill. If that is the case, then this finance bill is okay. If it is not the case, then we may have to reconsider our application. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I will wait for those clarifications. Then I will maybe you give me another chance at the end of it before we pass it to confirm whether I'm supporting or not once I get those clarifications. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Milka 10, member for Kirita. Yes, Honorable the Majority Leader.
For giving me this opportunity to contribute. Mr. Speaker, finance bill is a very critical management tool in terms of managing revenue and fiscal policy within the county. Honorable Speaker, being a member of this committee, I just want to report that I'm happy because the due process of law has been followed as we were coming up with this finance bill. Mr. Speaker, the first step is having public participation. Indeed, as a committee, we did traversed within the county and listened to the sentiments of the residents, who are the main beneficiary, the biggest contributing factor in terms of financing this county. Honorable Speaker, indeed it's very true what the Honorable Wajiro from Kirita have said, that there were pertinent issues that needed to be addressed. Though I'm not a chair, I can confirm and affirm that some of these disputes have been addressed through this finance bill. We have looked upon the impact of this finance bill on individuals and businesses within the county, and with a lot of transparency. You know, Honorable Speaker, we've had issues with the finance bill, the National Government Finance Bill. And in this, we said, and this is the way we moved, that we'll have transparency, put everything into white and black, so that we don't pass a finance bill which would be disputable within the county. Honorable Speaker, indeed, the public projects that we have within the county depends on the way we operationalize this finance bill. As we moved within the county, we were able to inform the residents within the county that as much as we are also depending on the national funding, we have a role. We have a role as residents within the county to make sure at least we also contribute. We also contribute as a people to make sure that we propel this county to the next level. However, I want to confirm to the House that This is not an individual decision. This is a decision that has been undertaken through a consensus from our people within the county. So I'm expecting, as members contribute, as they look deeply into this finance bill, they'll find that it really represents the sentiments of our people within the county. I'm glad and happy with the committee for coming up with a finance bill, of which I'm expecting that because we have captured the thinking and the mindset of our people, it will sail through and it will be of great importance as a management tool within the financial, the government financial year. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, majority. Then we can have Honorable Kashomba.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I'd like to support the Finance Bill 2024. Although, Mr. Speaker, I want the committee that has done this work to get back to their drawing board and come up with some of the recommendations that maybe you want to put on. You are aware, Mr. Speaker, that the last financial year finance bill had a lot of problems. You are aware, Mr. Speaker, when you put some taxes that are not convenient to our business people, Mr. Speaker, at the end of the day, you see that they will not be able even to collect what is expected in this finance bill. You see, when it becomes a law to actually give the government the power to collect the taxes and other levies to our business people and other agencies that are there within the finance bill. Mr. Speaker, there's that issue of, and I want the chair to check on it, that pro transfer or relocation of a mobile kiosk, Mr. Speaker, a mobile kiosk that is not even permanent, to relocate that kiosk to a certain area. Mr. Speaker, I want to understand why, even if it was 7,000, what is the purpose? What is so important when you transfer a mobile kiosk from one location to another location? They are charging about 7,000. Mr. Speaker, they need to check on that. It is on code 1080. So the Chairman of Finance, check on your document, code 1080. That is where that problem is. The other issue is on code 1086, where we have the Shamba land. How do you charge my Shamba land? Check on that. It should be zero rated if we want our people to grow and uplift the economic model of this Kenya Kwanza government, Mr. Speaker. The other issue, Mr. Speaker, is on code 1103, temporary kiosk, the plan of a temporary kiosk. Mr. Speaker, if you check on the plan that is being charged, 5,000, a temporary kiosk, Mr. Speaker, I don't dispute the 5,000, but Mr. Speaker, I want the capital to be down and reduce that amount to about 4,000 or 3,000, so it can be able, Mr. Speaker, to move forward as a county. There is that called the 1106, Mr. Speaker, about the residential approvals and all that. Mr. Speaker, you need to understand, Mr. Speaker, our country is facing a lot of economical upheavals in terms of maybe coming up with those residential plans and all that. And Mr. Speaker, they need to check on their taxes that are there, which is about 5,000 to letting to 10,000. They need to check and come down with some conclusive taxes that will be agreeable to this honorable house. Mr. Speaker, we also got to the submission of expiry of a plan. Mr. Chairman, don't tell me that when my plan that was drawn by an architecture, when it is expired, when I want a new one, Mr. Speaker, I'm supposed to pay 10,000. It is ironical. It is not possible, Mr. Speaker. It should be given for free because initially, Mr. Speaker, it was paid. Or if it is not for free, about 100 or 200 shillings to be accommodated. So, Mr. Speaker, the committee should get into that and understand this finance bill is the one that will be able to make this county to grow. And we are not even denying the county government to get more fund from this finance bill. Mr. Speaker, on call 1308, why we have impounded items on construction sites, wheelbarrow, drums, metal bars, spades, cement and doors and all that. And Mr. Speaker, you should come up with some other measures to caution on this. Mr. Speaker, we don't have, if you come to my site and impound my wheelbarrow, then when I want to get that wheelbarrow back to the site, you are telling me about to pay 1,000. It's an hand of Mr. Speaker. It should be about 150 shillings. So it's what we can be able to get on and start working on what we are supposed to do, Mr. Speaker. The other issue, Mr. Speaker, is the committee to understand that the finance bill that is to be implemented by this governor, Mr. Speaker, the problem is not how they draft the finance bill. The problem is the goodwill that is with the county government and any other agent of the government. Mr. Speaker, you are aware that the finance bill that we've been passing in this honorable house, they are not even followed to the latter. You check, Mr. Speaker, the revenue streams that are there in this finance bill, they are not even checked on from the Ministry of Finance. It's on him, Mr. Speaker, to realize later that the finance bill has an appropriation targeted about 1 billion or so, or 2 billion. But Mr. Speaker, the amount that's been realized when we get into enhancement of the revenue collection, Mr. Speaker, you get it is quite minimal. You are aware in our budget estimates, we had estimated to collect about 600 million. And this county actually collected about 300 or 400 million. Mr. Speaker, the chairman of the finance and the Department of Finance should come very clean on how, Mr. Speaker, we shall be able to use automation machines that will be able, Mr. Speaker, to curb theft in our local traders and other areas, Mr. Speaker, that we need to get money out of it. So, Mr. Speaker, I believe wastage and collected revenues that are within our county, Mr. Speaker, must be mapped out so that, Mr. Speaker, the county government can be able to collect more in terms of taxes. If this is not possible, Mr. Speaker, we need, Mr. Speaker, to enhance this finance bill so that, Mr. Speaker, we can be able to check on the areas that our finances are not even collected. So with those few remarks, Mr. Speaker, I want to urge the committee to get back to its drawing board, let it come with those amendments being collected so that we can be able, Mr. Speaker, to minimize the liquidation, so many court cases that have been coming over after this, Mr. Speaker. And I wish the committee well as they come up with those recommendations. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Gashomba. Maybe Honorable Gashomba could call the mover to respond.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. At this point, I wish to call the mover to respond, and he respond accordingly to what, Mr. Speaker, we have alluded to this document. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Point of clarification before the mover.
Yes, Honorable Milka.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have, you see, people are running away from this finance bill. There's somebody who has told me that he's working out, he's not owning the finance bill. But actually, we have to discuss and say things as they are. If you go to page 18, and it is clear, it's good to say.
Is it of the report or finance bill?
This report, page 19, the reference is supposed to be where they are saying current charges. The current charges are supposed to read 2023 because they never paid for 2024 finance bill. So therefore, Chair should clarify to us whether they are referring to an annulled 2024 finance bill or they are referring to the finance bill that was passed by this assembly of 2023. When you go to page 21, then they have put the correct charges. That is the correct reference The second column is 2023 charges. And you go to all those pages, then that is okay. But when you go to page number 44, again, on shared use and penalties, they are referring to current charges to be 2024. And in any case, we know that in this county, and the governor knows in this county, we do not have a 2024 finance bill. Yes, it was passed, but it was annulled by the court, I hear so. So that all the references should read 2023, and that was the agreement with the governor and the business people. And I remember that is what they said clearly during the public participation. So if it reads 2023, this financial bill for the one we are talking about, should have reference to 2023, and that is what they agreed, that they are supposed to pay per 2023 by the governor. That was the agreement. So it's good to clarify that, whether this is a typo or they will change after they have done it.
Okay, thank you. Before the chair come over, the chair, there is another issue about commercial water changes and licenses. There are those waters and boreholes that have been drilled by the county governments. I understand the community are still complaining that you want to charge them about 23,000 or so. I don't believe the waters that have been drilled by the county government, there is no charges that are there. Then you come over and charge the community. That is ironical. We can't allow that. That one we shall dispute. The other issue is a point of order, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Kingori.
On which point of order?
I'm rising on a point of order, Honorable Speaker, to Honorable Kiru Gashomba. First, to clarify to this Honorable House, whether he is in support of the motion or he is against the motion, Honorable Speaker. At this point, the report that we are discussing, it is not the property of the Committee of the Finance, it is the property of the House. So he should either decide to oppose or support the motion, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And furthermore, Honorable Speaker, we are going to the next level of the Committee of the Whole. At that point, that's when the member for Jabine Kiburu should rise up and then, first, before he moves the motion of an amendment, seek for Robin to this Honorable House for support. If we get the numbers, then we move on and we do what we call the amendment of the bill. But at this time, Honorable Speaker, it's like he's dilly-dally, and he's a veteran to this.
Honorable Gashomba?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Maybe you can start by taking the position. Are you in support or are you opposing?
Mr. Speaker, I think they can even illustrate the hazard. I said earlier, with some recommendations from the chair.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not denying the document, but there are areas they need to check on.
And maybe in the circumstance, as you proceed to the Committee of Whole,
yes, that's why
at that point you can move the amendments.
Yes, it was for noting for him. So that when he comes to the Committee of House, those information that I've already read, the chair should be aware of it. So I don't have a problem.
So you should just raise and you don't criticize, so that now you can bring them in the Committee
of Whole.
I was just
highlighting, Mr. Speaker, just highlighting the areas in the code that I want to be corrected, Mr. Speaker. There's another...
Honorable Speaker?
Yes. On a point of order? Or,
yes, I think Honorable...
Yeah, I'm coming to you, Honorable Joyce. It's only that they are on a point of order.
I think Honorable Gashomba is misreading this House, because already he had finished discussing. He was supposed to call the mover.
Maybe Honorable Gashomba, you know you rose, you supported, you would have just highlighted, then the mover of the motion would respond. Maybe other issues, if you need any amendment, you'll bring them at the Committee of Whole.
Yeah, it was just for the Speaker, so the chair of the committee, to note what our concerns were. So that when we come over in the Committee of the Whole House, we will be able, Mr. Speaker, to see whether it's 10%, 5% or so. So, Mr. Abogo, although you said that we are veteran, you are not a veteran. If you are, we are veteran because we want to help our people to move forward. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I go the chair.
Yes, let's have Honorable Joyce.
Before the mover is called, I also needed to highlight something for noting, because after going through the figures, I've noted most of them, as I think was said, that we are retaining the 2023 finance bill. But I've noted, like in code 1556 and 1557, there has been also some increment. So maybe as the chair comes to move, he may maybe give clarification. And
Sorry, Honorable Joyce, you said 1556.
Yeah, on page 82, 1556. On this cesarean section and normal delivery, there has been also proposed some increment. So I'm wondering why particularly that was highlighted and increased. So maybe as the chair comes to, he can actually maybe clarify on that.
Very well noted, Honorable Joyce.
Information so that I say whether I'm supporting.
Yes, Honorable Mika, you ought to have started by taking the position, then highlight, just like others now, because we are now getting to discussing the...
No, Mr. Speaker, I had not taken the position.
Yes.
Because actually I had not gone through the document.
Yes.
And having now seen a few things that our constituents here, I want to state my position. That one, the way this motion has been moved is procedurally wrong, because we didn't have time even for the notice, and we did not even move a procedural motion for it. So therefore, Mr. Speaker, I'm not in support of it.
Yes,
I'm not in support of this. Mr. Speaker, I'm not in support of
this. It's on a point of Honorable Milka.
However, they raised the issue.
Honorable Milka, order, Honorable Milka. Honorable Milka, you are a veteran, and you know when another member is on a point of order, you first sit, we hear their position.
Mr. Speaker, the member for Kireta, she's very out of order by saying that this motion has been raised at this time and procedurally. Honorable Speaker, the bill has been with us for more than now, protect me, Honorable Speaker, for member for Kireta.
Member for Kirita, let's have some order, please. Let's give him time to complete, then I'll give you a platform.
For almost now 90 days. We are now almost for lapse for the 90 days, Honorable Speaker. And it is in the public domain, not only to this Honorable House, in the public domain. At this point, that now, Honorable Speaker, we are going to the final stages, Honorable Speaker, is the time that the member for Kireta is saying that the motion has been tabled in this Honorable House and procedurally. So, Honorable Speaker, I need your ruling, Honorable Speaker. Give direction to this Honorable House that when somebody who is a veteran actually says that the motion has been tabled in this Honorable House and procedurally, Honorable Speaker, whether he is he is out of order or he is not in he is in order. Sorry.
Mr. Speaker.
No, I'm even getting agitated, Honorable Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, the process of this House.
Order, Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
You know, Honorable Milka, you know you are a veteran. And for sure, when the chair tells you to give the other member who is on a point of order a platform, then I'll give you a platform. You should follow those directions so that we can give everybody an opportunity.
You know, Mr. Speaker, I have even gone to analyze Honorable Milka like he and she. Honorable Speaker, you make a rule, you seek your guidance, Honorable Speaker, that you give guidance to this Honorable House. Whether the Honorable Speaker, Honorable Member for Kireta is in order by saying that it is unprocedurally weighing the finance bill report at the third ed stage, Honorable Speaker. Actually, it is very, very long, Honorable Speaker, by virtue of being captured by the hazard, Honorable Speaker. And you know, Honorable Speaker, this bill has been taken to court for more than 7 times. Then if you create more emotions to the same effect, Honorable Speaker, you see what will happen to this county again. And remember, Honorable Speaker, we are in the very center stage, knowing very well that the National Assembly has raised the finance bill to the public participation. And the leader of majority has analyzed clearly, Honorable Speaker, that we went through the due process of the public participation. We have gotten the views of the members. We have captured the views, Honorable Speaker, even to those people who went to court against this Finance Act of 2020, 2022, 2023, 2023, 2024. We have discussed with them, and that's the time that we have come to a conclusion of making the final report of having Finance Bill 2025.
So what was it?
Yes, Honorable Milka.
Honorable Speaker, thank you for giving me the right of reply, because very serious allegations have been raised against me. And Mr. Speaker, I was just raising a concern that yesterday, Mr. Speaker, this bill was, the notice of this motion was supposed to be given yesterday. And Mr. Speaker, it was not given yesterday. This morning, we expected that the notice of motion be given this morning, so that maybe in the afternoon, Mr. Speaker, we discuss the motion. Or if not in the afternoon, then if there is an emergency, then we would have moved a procedural motion to exempt the motion from the normal stipulated time. However, Mr. Speaker, we have this morning started discussing the motion, and that is the clarification that I was seeking in this House, Mr. Speaker, without casting us passions here when Honorable Kengori was not here even yesterday, when we lacked quorum to give the notice of the motion yesterday. He wasn't in this
Honorable
House.
Milka.
So therefore, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Milka, just a minute. You have a point, and you have a very good point. But now the problem, you are even attacking the member unnecessarily. You have a point, and I can hear you have a point, which will be responded to. But now, just avoid attacking the member who has raised an issue. Just now respond and raise your issue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. But he has to withdraw the allegations that he has put against me, because this is unanswered, Mr. Speaker, and those allegations are very serious allegations. Even calling me a he, well, I'm a she, Mr. Speaker. These are very serious allegations. He needs to, anyway, Mr. Speaker, kindly, he needs to withdraw, Mr. Speaker. Kindly confirm to us, because I was looking at the procedure, and I am a veteran in this House, and he wants to just demean me. Anyway, clarify, Mr. Speaker, whether we are properly, whether the document is properly in the House, and that is the clarification, Mr. Speaker, that I was seeking, not on my behalf, but on the behalf of the people of Nyandarua. And for the sake of the Kereita people and the business community of Maironya, Mheshimiwa Kengori must withdraw the allegations.
Yeah, maybe Milka. To get Honorable Milka, which specific allegations do you need withdrawn? Honorable Milka, which specific allegations?
Doubting whether I am a veteran in this House. He doubted that. Number two, he referred to me as a he. And generally, the whole public knows that I am a she. He needs to withdraw.
Maybe what we do now, of course, it's in public domain, and I mean, you are a she, and the only elected woman for that purpose, which we recognize. However, I want us to dwell in the issue that you raised as to whether a procedural motion was moved. That is where the point is, which will be responding shortly. Someone else had called the speaker's eye. Yes, Honorable DS, you had something? I saw your hands.
Honorable Speaker, thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, it is very critical that this motion is debated very soberly. The reason I say this, Honorable Speaker, is that we may be tempted to play populist, and at the same time, we are responsible.
Point of order,
House
Mr.
of
Speaker. Point of order, Mr.
Registration.
Speaker.
Yes, what is the point of order?
Mr. Speaker, I'm quite confused when an honorable member and a deputy speaker, when he is telling this out, be sober. He had even not taken beer in the morning. Mr. Speaker, how sober what kind of a soberness do we want the assembly to behave on? When we ask questions like in the finance bill, contentious issues that are affecting our people on the ground, his community in Nigeria, and other areas that have been affected by this finance bill, they are telling us we are not sober. Mr. Speaker, he must withdraw.
the word sober.
Maybe Honorable Gashomba, I'm sure when the Deputy Speaker may refer to the denotation meaning of that word. Because when he say you should be sober, does not mean drunk or what. And I'm sure the Deputy Speaker will advance where he was coming from. So let's give him a space. However, Deputy Speaker, demystify further the meaning of the word sober, because you see it appears to Honorable Gashomba, the opposite of sober is being drunk.
Honorable Speaker.
Yeah.
Honorable Speaker, depending on which school one went, I was taught by a linguist, a Mr. Ocheng, let him rest in peace, but he was the best teacher in Central Region. Mr. Speaker, the word sober has got two meanings. One, it means that you are not drunk with alcohol. But the second, and that is where I come from, Mr. Speaker, it means that you are serious, sensible, and solemn. That is what, Mr. Speaker, I mean by debating this report, finance bill report, with a lot of patriotism and with a lot of responsibility as a legislative house and an oversight house at the same time, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the chair, and I'm in support of this report from the onset. Mr. Speaker, the chairperson, Finance Committee, indicated from the onset that this finance bill refers to the finance bill of 2023 that was never contested in court. And that during public participation, the public, the residents of Nyandarua County, in their patriotic duty to give finances that will ensure delivery of services, Mr. Speaker, they decided, and they said through public participation, that the 2023 finance bill should be adopted. And Mr. Speaker, with the clarity that we are dealing with the 2023 finance bill, then there is no doubt, unless a member of county assembly escaped the public participation, and that is absconding of his duty or their duty, then we should be realize that we should go with the public interest and the public opinion, that we stick with the 2023 finance bill that was completely complied with by the public. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, casting doubts and bringing some, the contradictions, if the charges that are there were charged then, and the public agreed with them, then we should agree with the public that the finance bill 2023 should be adopted. Mr. Speaker, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable Kayeni.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
And maybe, Honorable Kayeni, there's somewhere there's a ruling I want to make in regard to the issue that had been raised by...
If you could, that would be better for me.
So, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Honorable members, the notice paper for 6th and 7th May 2025 was adopted by the House Business Committee, that is on 30th April 2025, and was read by the leader of the minority in the afternoon sitting on the same day. Yesterday, the report on the finance bill ought to have been considered, but there was no quorum. Having considered the circumstance, the said report has been tabled today and is currently under consideration. Standing Order 56 provides for motions that should be moved without a notice being given. Paragraph F exempt motions relating to the procedure of bills from having notices of motions. As such, the motion on the second reading of the finance bill, and indeed all other motions on the bills, do not require notices of motion, and in the circumstance, this motion is properly within the House. Let's proceed with the debate. Honorable Kayeni.
Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Speaker.
Honorable the ranking member who was a former
Honorable Speaker.
Deputy Speaker
can allow the doyen to make a contribution before he now. I know he wants to inject, and I think you made the ruling so ably, and the excitement that is with Honorable Wambogo should therefore stop forthwith. And Honorable Speaker, if you could protect Honorable Milka.
Maybe Honorable Wambogo and Honorable Milka, let's have some order. Let's have some order. Let's proceed.
I like the excitement. It's a competition of the brains. And when the best brains are in action, then you're treated to theatrics of the absurd. Honorable Speaker, I am still distracted by Honorable Milka and Honorable Kengori.
Yeah, let's proceed. Diane.
Honorable former majority, I want to get your brains, your ears on this matter. But I know you have won 3-1 against Milka, so let her rest. I was also on her side, Honorable Speaker, if I may say, and that's why I applaud your Solomonic luring, because I did not know that there exist motions which are exempted. And therefore, myself, together with my sister Milka, we have learned, like you've always said, that we are in a learning process. But I want to say two things, Honorable Speaker. That today is one of the best moments that I've had in this Honorable House, to have to listen to a finance bill that is led or guided by the very words which have been ably put by the Honorable Deputy Speaker. The key word he gave to this Honorable House is sober. And I like the response he gave when he said he went to a school with a teacher who knew what he was teaching. I think I liked that. That's stamping authority which our Deputy Speaker did ably put across. And I want to predicate my argument on that point. That indeed, Honorable Speaker, last year, we had a finance bill in this Honorable House that was so contested by the public. I was on the side of the public. We went in our social meetings, social media, and I was the only person standing and saying it is wrong to push finance bill through the throat of members of public. And I was demonized, right, left, center. Internet does not forget. We know what happened. I was even deemed to have paid or incited the public against the finance bill. But the members of public in Nyandarua, and I want to commend them in a big way, are people who are informed. And they were not pushed. They could not budge. I remember Honorable Kashomba when he went to engineer. And remember Honorable Kashomba is also my very good friend. And the members of public in engineer did not take it down. In fact, it went chaos. It is on record. And they threw everybody out of the stadium because members of public are informed. We need to register in this house very consciously, sensitively so, bearing in mind that the mandate we have is delegated responsibility. It is not usurping the authority of the power. The Constitution of Kenya says power belongs to the people, and it can be exercised through delegation or directly. If delegated power is misused, like it was in this Honorable House, the members of public took it. There were demonstrations right from Kenton all the way to Karampton. And people say no, and the no won. Members of public should not be taken for a ride. And therefore today, being a happy day, why am I happy today? It's because sobriety, the very great word we've been given by the Deputy Speaker, is reigning rule, supreme in this Honorable House. And I stand with that because we have come to the side of the members of public, not pushing things down their throat, telling them that they should pay, whether they like it or not. No, it's listening to them and doing what they want us to do for them, and bearing in mind that we are only but their servants, not their masters. And therefore today I'm very, very happy. And I want to commend the good work that is done by the Committee on Finance, led by my very able neighbor, the PhD student, the one and only, of course, second to our speaker. I'll be third, coming into the queue. He's leading the pack. And no wonder the very big word given by the Honorable Deputy Speaker, sobriety has reigned supreme in coming up with this document. I want to commend the good work that you did, Chair, together with your committee. But however, and I am saying just however, we don't want to give you all the commendations and then forget that nothing is too good that cannot be improved. If there's no room for improvement, then you pack your bags and go. So we want to say that you can do it better, much better than the better that you've done today, and make it good, and very good for that matter for our people. I want to say one thing. If you look at the items on number 1016, if you look at 1,000, that's about cesses. But specifically on 1016, that is on page 21 of the document. It talks about the business of timber done within the county. I know Gita has big forests, and members of public have been harvesting, have had the opportunity with this government. One of the good things they have done is to allow, harvesting of forest products. I'm a climate change person, and I know when trees overgrow, then they don't sequester enough carbon, and they need to be harvested so that new trees can be planted that will sequester even more tonnage of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So allowing the harvesting of those trees, giving livelihood to the members of public and business people who deal with the timber. I know where we come from with the Honorable Kasana, Magumu, to be very specific. The main business in Magumu is about timbers. And one of the things that the timber traders in Magumu have been saying is that the business environment in Nakuru regarding the timber trade is more appealing, more friendly than the one we have in Nyandarua. And most of them have had even yards open in Nakuru, just across a few kilometers, just about 2 kilometers from there, so that they can enjoy the benefit that Nakuru County government is providing. And that is denying the county government of Nyandarua opportunities that ought to be enhanced, and therefore enhancing the own source revenue. And therefore, looking at the charges that you charge under 1016, you will realize that that we can do better, so that we improve the services, we improve the charges, so that a member of public that is dealing with the timber enjoys more benefits. Look at the rates, compare the rates, compare the charges that Nakuru is providing, compare the charges Nyandarua is providing, and therefore make them competitive, and in fact make Nyandarua the destination of business in regard to timber trading. And finally, Honorable Speaker, again on the same trade of timber, you realize hauling timber or logs for timber damages our roads. And I want to thank the members of the business community dealing with timber in Nyandarua, because when we approach them to make good the roads they use when they are hauling the timber, they have accepted. I see them hauling gravel, repairing the roads, making good of those roads so that they're able to remove the products. And that is an additional cost that you need to bear in mind, that despite them paying the cesses and therefore giving us the responsibility to do the road, they're still going a step ahead to extend a cost that seeks to improve our road networks. And therefore, if we lower the rates for them, that will make even the business more friendly to them, and therefore motivate them. In Nakuru, they are not supposed to, they don't repair roads, but they pay the cesses. And the business environment in Nakuru is much better. They've not been asking for much. They are only saying, make the same environment for business in Nakuru become the same environment in Nyandarua. And that is why I'm starting in this honorable house, saying, make it the same, if not better than Nakuru, so that, in Nyandarua, people will make it a choice of destination to do business. That is what I can say for now. And if I didn't say that, then I will have done a disservice to the people I'm seeking to be representing in the next dispensation under the National Assembly as their choice of the Member of Parliament, Alana Doyen, in this honorable house. Cultured and groomed by this honorable great house, the County Assembly of Nyandarua, and schooled under the same environment. Given the opportunity to exercise my legislative acumen in this honorable house, I submit. Thank you.
Thank you. Probably you would have called the mover.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Now, it is my singular honor on the floor of this House to call the mover to respond. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Zachary, proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. First of all, I would wish to appreciate the members who gave their contributions towards the bill. And Honorable Speaker, to start with, is the concerns that were raised by member for Kereita, the one Honorable Mirka. And the first question was very specific, whether all the concerns were put into consideration. Yes, I wish to say that on Schedule 1, and that is the that is the portion that was being contested by our constituents, Honorable Speaker, that one has been put into consideration. The other schedules, Honorable Speaker, are as per the Finance Bill of 2023, and that is why it is very explicit, even from a comparative analysis, Honorable Speaker, that it is a smudge. Another issue is that whether we have been referring or making reference to a bill that was annulled. Honorable Speaker, the only section that was being contested, Honorable Speaker, it was Schedule 1. So the other schedules, Honorable Speaker, were not contested, and hence the bill, Honorable Speaker, is in force until now we approve this one, Honorable Speaker. Another issue that was raised by Honorable Mirka, it was the issue to do, and it has equally been touched by a member for Githafai. It is the issue to do with forest produce cess. That is an issue that we have been discussing, and I want to thank the Somiras, Honorable Speaker, who found it prudent, even before the formal engagement, Honorable Speaker, we did have two informal engagements with them, and they expressed their dissatisfaction, Honorable Speaker, and it was mainly towards the payment per trip, because of yesterday, you know, there is mass logging, there is harvesting. And Honorable Speaker, for convenience and for economic consideration, Honorable Speaker, they are using the tipper trucks because it is easy to approach, Honorable Speaker, and they can make a number of trips. And Honorable Speaker, what we agreed with them, that is what is happening, Honorable Speaker, 1,000 per trip, and that has been effected. Honorable Speaker, it is always good to mention that members from Kereita, and especially because of the municipality issue, Honorable Speaker, Kereita in the last finance bill was at Zone A when you go to zoning, and the members of public, Honorable Speaker, requested that it be moved back to Zone B, and equally that has been effected. And I want to appreciate that even Honorable Milka attended the public participation, and she can tell that what is what was said is what is in the report, Honorable Speaker. There was an issue that was raised by Honorable Gashoba, that is pertaining from code 1080 to 1086. And Honorable Speaker, that is page yes, Honorable Speaker, this is from the third schedule, that is honorary transaction charges, house rent, and Honorable Speaker, some of these charges, Honorable Speaker, and that is why we need to understand each and every the detail, Honorable Speaker. If you get, for instance, to I want to give a reference to code 20, it was 1080. That is plot transfer, the location of mobile kiosk from one area to another. We have 1086, Honorable Speaker, that is equally pertaining issue to do with RADS. That is Chabarent, 50 by 100 feet. That is for cultivation, Honorable Speaker. We have 1103. Yes, about planning, Honorable Speaker, and that is why I have said that we need equally to understand how the public works, Honorable Speaker, do their calculations, because you can see in a number of line items, Honorable Speaker, they are saying per hectare, per meter, and Honorable Speaker, I think that must be informed by some other rules, Honorable Speaker, and the same was not contested, Honorable Kashoba. It is as it was in the 2023 finance bill, and equally code 1106 on occupation certificates from residential to rental, all the way to the issue to do with the hospitals, Honorable Speaker. It is as it was. Honorable Speaker, on code 1308 about empowerment, Honorable Speaker, it is good to note that that is on page 1308. Page 47. From the report, I think there is reorganization of pages because of the schedules and the report. Yes, but the content from the code remains the same. That is code 1308, regardless of the page. But with the document I'm referring to is page 47. Honorable Speaker, it is about impoundment of items on construction sites. Honorable Speaker, this has been going on, and it is good to understand that before this house, we have the Compliance and Inspectorate Bill, Honorable Speaker, which should address, Honorable Speaker, some of these issues if there will be any concern regarding the same, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, lastly, Honorable Kashoba touched on the issue to do with automation. And it is good, Honorable Speaker, to understand that we have been, the county have been in the process of procuring a revenue collection system, Honorable Speaker. And I think in the last, no, it is not in the last budget. It is in the supplementary budget. The department have provided money for the same, and I think that one will be in a position, Honorable Speaker, to enhance some of these gaps, Honorable Speaker. About the water charges, Honorable Speaker, this is a discussion that must continue, bearing in mind that most of the water projects that have been done by the county have stalled, Honorable Speaker. A county have invested more than 10 million in a project, and Honorable Speaker, because of lack of other resources, Honorable Speaker, even for maintaining and making water consumption free, Honorable Speaker, the end product is that more than 60%, Honorable Speaker, of the water projects have stalled. So I think, being fair enough, we must engage the users, Honorable Speaker, so that we can agree on a small fee, Honorable Speaker, so that the same can ensure that the water projects are being maintained, Honorable
Maybe
Speaker.
point of information, Chair, if you allow information.
Yes, I will allow.
On the issue of water, through the Speaker, I thought it was prudent if the community that actually work on those water projects should reorganize themselves. Instead of taking back to the finance view, they can be able to do their in-house meetings and see how they can be able to repair those areas that has problems, rather than bring it back to the finance view, which will be a bit more not helpful. It will not be more useful even to our people. Thank you, Chair.
More point of information, Honorable Speaker. Maybe just to add something.
Yes, however, I wish to bring to the attention of all members that Standing Order 85 provides that no member shall speak more than once to a question except in committee of the whole in the assembly, which we are headed to the committee in the whole. However, being the majority leader, I can give you that leeway.
Lord, I've gotten it corrected, Honorable Speaker, but Honorable Speaker, I just want to dispute a little bit because we've had the experience. We've had experience with these groups which are also managing water. And indeed, we've had very pertinent issues because, you see, we are politicians. And when things don't work as per the way they are supposed to be, we become less answerable. Honorable Speaker, the issue, the apparent reason why maybe as a committee we found it prudent to add some fee is because after the borehole fails, Honorable Speaker, we were pushed to the limit. So
majority. You are a member of that committee?
Yes.
So I thought
I just wanted to give him more information because I know he'll get a response from the chair.
Yeah.
But I found it. I need to respond on that because I have experience with that. Thank you.
You see, majority, you're not supposed to be responding on that. That's why the chair was responding. But again, we are proceeding to the committee on whole, where you will do all those amendments. So, Chair, for now, maybe I'll not give any leeway to any information to you. Just proceed and respond so that we move to the next.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. As I had indicated earlier about the water charges, I think this should be an ongoing discussion, Honorable Speaker, for us to have a sustainable solution, Honorable Speaker. And to respond to Honorable Gashoba, you do understand that some of the management committees have personalized, Honorable Speaker, these projects. And if member for Wajohi, Honorable Isaac, was here, there was a time he indicated in the floor of this house that being a member of a certain water project, Honorable Speaker, you could cover a tune of 45,000, Honorable Speaker, to that committee so that the water be connected, Honorable Speaker. And those are the kind of the remedies, Honorable Speaker, we want to have. And another giant in the house, Honorable Speaker, is the electricity bill. For instance, in my ward, a very good project that was having more than 800 households. That is Washira Borehole, Honorable Speaker. It is not functional as we speak, but it is purely because of mismanagement, Honorable Speaker. We are having an electricity bill of around 200,000 shillings, Honorable Speaker. That is why we are saying, let these projects be managed from somewhere. And we do recommend water boards, Honorable Speaker, so that equally we can have value for money, Honorable Speaker. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, there was an issue that was raised by Honorable Joyce. That is on Code 1556. That is pertaining the Caesarean section. That is on issues held, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, it is very specific that it is level 4 and it is indicated as much because that is according to the SHA payment. So it is purely on level 4 according on the amount that is being paid by SHA, Honorable Speaker. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Kayani touched on the issue to do with the sawmillers, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the sawmillers were indicating that when they did their analysis, Honorable Speaker, they indicated that this particular cess on forest produce, Honorable Speaker, previously it was 1,200, and that was their concern per trip, per tipper, and Honorable Speaker, we were able to revert back to 1,000, and that is what is happening in Kiambu and in Nakuru, Honorable Speaker, and that one we did agree. The issue to do with road maintenance, I do remember that Honorable Gitao member for Shamata, even tried to come up with a motion whereby we can have at least a regulation, Honorable Speaker, that may address on what should happen, especially when the sawmillers are harvesting on rainy seasons, during rainy seasons, Honorable Speaker, what should happen with the maintenance of our roads. And Honorable Speaker, I want to appreciate our sawmillers across the county, Honorable Speaker. They have even been taking a personal initiative, Honorable Speaker, to repair some of these loads through their pockets, Honorable Speaker, and that notwithstanding, and it may not be sustainable, Honorable Speaker. I think we should be having a bill on what should happen if the same happens, and especially because most of our roads are manam roads when there is harvesting during rainy or wet seasons, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, with that, I beg to move.
Thank you, Member Fonyakio, Chairman, Finance, Committee on Finance. I now put the question, which is that the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024 be read for a second time. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. The motion on the bill having been moved, I now direct the clerk to read the bill for the second time.
Kenya Gazette Supplement number 14, Nyandarua County Bills number 8, the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024, a bill for an act of the County Assembly of Nyandarua to provide for the various taxes, fees, cess, licenses and charges for services, and for other revenue-raising measures by the county government for the financial year 2024-2025, and for matters incidental thereto.
Thank you. The bill has now been read for the second time. Clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, under the same order number 8 on motions and bills, we have a motion to be moved by Honorable Zachary Mwanginjero, the Chairperson, Committee on Finance, Economic Planning and ICT.
Very well, Honorable Zachary Mwanginjero.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I beg to move the following motion that the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024 be exempted from the requirements of Standing Order number 123, subsection 1, that requires that not more than one stage of a bill to be taken during one sitting. Honorable Speaker, you do understand that according to our legislative calendar, Honorable Speaker, it is prudent we finalize with the bill today since we are headed to a recess. And Honorable Speaker, it is always good to put into consideration of what happened yesterday. And without belaboring much on that, it is good we dispense with the bill so that now we can pave way equally for enforcement, Honorable Speaker. And I call upon Member for North Kinangop, Honorable Edna Duabogo Kingori, to second.
Honorable Speaker, I second.
Thank you. I now propose the question, which is that the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024 be exempted from the requirements of Standing Order 123.1 that requires that not more than one stage of a bill to be taken during one sitting. I now put the question, which is that the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024 be exempted from the requirement of Standing Order 123.1 that requires that not more than one stage of a bill to be taken during one sitting. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. We now proceed to the main order paper. Clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, following your directions, we proceed to the main order paper. Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair.
I have no communication to make at the moment.
Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have a paper to be laid by Honorable Isaac Mbai Kamau, Chairperson, Committee on Water, Environment, Climate Change and Natural Resources.
Yes, Honorable Isaac Mbai, come on. Yes, Honorable Ibra.
Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the Chair, Honorable Isaac Mbai Kamau, MCA, Chairpersons, Water, Environment, Climate Change and Natural Resources Committee. Chair, Honorable Speaker, this is a progress on the budget implementation report for the financial year 2023 and 2024. Mr. Speaker, sir, the committee is in the process of scrutinizing the budget implementation of the Department on Water, Environment, Climate Change and Natural Resources for financial year 2023 and 2024. The information provided was not sufficient, so exhaustively evaluate the programs and projects conducted within the period, which resulted to seeking for more information for a comprehensive report. Arising from the above, Honorable Speaker, the committee seeks further 60 days to engage and compile the comprehensive report and the department's budget implementation for financial year 2023-2024 for consideration by this House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Ibrahim. The report is duly tabled. The same shall be processed as directed by the House Business Committee, that is pursuant to Standing Order 157, 5D. Next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, under the same order, on papers, we have a paper to be laid by Honorable Hussein Dongo Kasana, the Chairperson, Committee on Legal Affairs, Labor, Intergovernmental Relations and Coordination.
Very well, Honorable Hussein Dongo Kasana, Chairperson, Committee on Legal Affairs, Labor, Intergovernmental Relations and Coordinations, member for Magum Ward.
Honorable Speaker, the Committee on Legal Affairs, Labor, Intergovernmental Relations and Coordination has a responsibility pursuant to the Nyandarua County Assembly standing orders and in line with the general responsibility or power of the County Assembly to oversight the county executive and its entity of overseeing the respective departments' implementation.
Order, members. Let's have order.
Implementation of the budget as approved by the County Assembly. In line with these, the committee was directed to consider the report on the Office of the County Attorney annual report for the period ended 30th June 2024. Upon scrutiny, the committee observed that there were inconsistencies alluding to misinformation that necessitated a consultative meeting with the County Attorney and the Chief of Staff, being the department's accounting officer, on 5th March 2025 and 26th March 2025 respectively. Consequently, the resolutions of the meetings included furnishing the Assembly with an amended and accurate report within 14 days. Mr. Speaker, sir, to date, the committee is yet to receive an amended report for consideration and onward reporting to the House. Arising from the foregoing, the committee hereby seeks leave awaiting submission of the department by the department and a report back to the House on the department's annual report for the financial year 2023-2024 within the next 30 days thereof. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Hussein. The preliminary progress report is duly tabled. The leave sought is well explained and deserving, and so I grant it as sought. Chairperson, ensure that the report is ready within the time requested. Next order.
Still under the order on papers, we have a paper by Honorable Paul Kirokamboro, Chairperson, Committee on Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries.
Honorable Paul Kirukamburu, Chairperson, Committee on Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is a progressive report of the Committee on Agriculture, Livestock and Fishery on budget implementation for the financial year 2023-2024. Mr. Speaker, the committee sought information related to the report as requested through the letter 33/25. In addition, the committee held a meeting with the CCM for Agriculture on that 30th April 2025. Following the discussion during the meeting, it was deemed necessary for the department to provide further information and the documentation, including a list of all extension officers by directorate, including their workstation, details and supporting evidence for facilitation, that is lunch for DSA. Number 3, departmental and individuals performance appraisal report for the review period, the budget absorption rate for year 2023-2024, correspondence with CARO and the Kenya Bilateral Processing Company regarding seed availability, a list of all beneficiaries of the artificial insemination, that is AI, program with the full details, a copy of MOU between the county government and the comparative on AI services provision, and a statement on training accountability measures for the daily fuel allowances. The department has committed to submit the requested information by 14 May 2025. The committee therefore respectively requests an extension of 21 days to enable to finalize and submit the budget implementation report. Mr. Speaker, sir, and I wish to table the supplementary, the progress report.
Thank you, Honorable Kiruka. The preliminary stroke progress report is duly tabled. The leave sought is well explained and deserving, and I so grant it as sought. So, Chairperson, ensure the report is ready within the time you've requested. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion. Based on your directions, we proceed to order number 7, statements. We have a statement to be sought by Honorable Paul Kirokamboro, the MCA Charagita Ward.
Very well, Honorable Paul Kirukamboro. Chairperson, Committee on Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries, member for Charagita Ward.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is a statement from the, Mr. Speaker, sir, I here seek a statement from the Chairperson, Committee on Land, Physical Planning and Urban Development on status of Tiros Dam. Aware that Article 61, Sub 1 and Subsection 1 and Subsection 2 on the Constitution of Kenya on the classification of land that all land in Kenya belong to the people of Kenya collectively as a nation, as a community, and as individuals, all as a public, community, or private. Appreciating that the county government of Nyandarua
Department of Land, Physical Planning and Urban Development has an enormous role in development planning using and titling of public lands in the county as empowered by the Constitution of Kenya. The Physical and Land Use Planning Article 2019, the County Government Act, among other laws and statutes. Noting that Tiros Dam irrigation project is in Charagita Ward, is a cooperative development initiated by the National Irrigation Board and the county government of Nyandarua, focusing on improving irrigation infrastructure to benefit local farmers and enhance water access for agriculture, supporting and the cultivation of high-value commercial crop and promoting food security in the area. Concerned that last few years of these extends the land on the Tiros Dam and additional ex-mayor deep flood are stated have not been clear ownership details and are at risk of experienced ownership, which may result to the non-realization of all potential. Arising from the foregoing, I seek the chairperson of the Committee on Land, Physical Planning, and Urban Development provided the following information. 1. The acreage of Tiros Dam and ex-mayor deep flood in Charagita Ward. Number 2. The current status of project, including the number of households and acreage of land that benefit from irrigation project and the deep. Number 3, the ownership of the Tiros Dam and ex-mayor deep flood according to present title documentation. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Kirukamburu. The notice of motion is duly given, and the same shall be processed as directed by the House Business Committee, that is pursuant to Standing Order 157(5)D. Clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker, it is not a motion.
Yes, sure, there is an error. Pardon. Yeah, I apologize on that. Yeah, sorry, the statement is duly sought. So the chairperson lands, physical planning and urban development. Chairperson, yeah, Honorable Majority, how many days do you need to respond?
Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the committee at the chair, we can have 60 days.
Yeah, 60 days.
Response. Thank you.
Yes, I can ensure within the 60 days the same is responded to. Next order.
Order number 8, Mr. Speaker, sir. We have a bill by Honorable Edina Dombogo Kengori, the chairperson, Committee on Public Service Administration and Devolution.
Yes. Just a minute. Thank you, honorable members. Honorable members, the House now breaks into the Committee of the Whole. Committee on the Whole on the Nyandarua County Inspectorate and Compliance Enforcement Bill 2024 and the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024. I hereby invite the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Chege Catherine, as the House break.
Honorable members, welcome to the Committee of the Whole. Clerk.
Committee of the Whole on the Nyandarua County Inspectorate and Enforcement Service Bill 2024 Clauses without amendments.
Honorable members, I propose that we have a global motion on the clauses without amendments. Clerk.
Clauses without amendments. Clauses 3, clauses 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 20, 25, 26.
I propose the question that clauses 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, I beg to repeat. Honorable members, I propose that clauses 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, be part of the bill. I now put the question that clauses 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 be part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk.
Clauses with amendments. Clause 5.
Chairperson, Committee on Finance.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Committee on Public Service, proceed.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 5 of the bill be amended. In paragraph E, by deleting the word offer and substituting therefore the word assisting in. I call Honorable Chief Majority Leader to Majority Whip to second.
I second.
I propose that question that clause 5 as amended start part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 5 as amended start part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk.
Clause 25.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 25 of the bill be amended in paragraph D by deleting the word for and substituting therefore and inserting the word to. I call Honorable Zachary to second.
I do second.
I propose the question that clause 25, as amended, third part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 25, as amended, third part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk?
Clause 30.
Thank you. Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 30 of the bill is amended by introducing the following new by clause 2. 1. An enforcement officer may make an ex parte application to the relevant court for an order to seize the property and for any other order where the enforcement officer has reasonable ground to suspect that any property A has been or is being used for the purposes of carrying out regulated activity contrary to county rules, or B, kept or controlled in any other manner contrary to county rules. I call upon the majority leader to second.
Majority leader. I propose the question that clause 30 as amended third part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 30 as amended third part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk?
New clauses, there are no new clauses. Schedules without amendment. First schedule.
I propose the question that the first schedule to the bill, third part of the bill. I now put the question that the first schedule to the bill, third part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye.
Aye.
May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk?
Second schedule.
I propose the question that the second schedule to the bill, third part of the bill. I now put the question that the second schedule to the bill, third part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye.
Aye.
May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk?
Schedules with amendments. There are no schedules with amendments. New schedules, there are no new schedules. Clause on interpretation, clause 2.
I propose the question that clause 2 on interpretation, third part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 2 on interpretation, third part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye.
Aye.
May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk?
The short title and the long title. The long title.
The mover.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that the bill be amended by deleting the long title to the bill and substituting thereof. Therefore, the following new title: an act of the Nyandarua County Assembly to establish the Nyandarua County Inspectorate Compliance and Enforcement Directorate and provide for its organization, functions, and powers, and for the connected purposes.
I propose the question that the long title as amended be part of the bill. sorry, I propose the question that the long title as amended be the title to the bill. I now put the question that the long title as amended be the title to the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye.
Aye.
May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk?
The short title, Clause 1 on citation.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 1 on
I propose the question that clause 1 on citation be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 1 on citation be part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye.
Aye.
May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Mover.
Honorable Chair, Honorable Chair, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Nyandarua County Inspectorate and Enforcement Service Bill 2024. I call upon the Honorable Joyce to second.
I second.
I propose the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Nyandarua County Inspectorate and Enforcement Service Bill 2024. I now put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Nyandarua County Inspectorate and Enforcement Service Bill 2024. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay, and the ayes have it. We now proceed to the Committee of the Whole on the Finance Bill. Clerk?
The Committee of the Whole on the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024, clauses without amendments.
Honorable members, I propose that we have a global motion on the clauses without amendments. Clerk?
Clauses 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17.
I propose the question that clauses 3, 4, I beg your pardon. I propose that clauses 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 form part of the bill, start part of the bill. I now put the question that clauses 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 form part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye.
Aye.
May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk?
Clauses with amendments, there are no clauses with amendments. New clauses, there are no new clauses. Schedules without amendments, Schedule 6. Schedule 6 on trading centers within Nyandarua County.
I propose the question that Schedule 6, sixth schedule, third part of the bill. I now put the question that the sixth schedule, third part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye.
Aye.
May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk.
Schedules with amendments. The first schedule, that is on permits, licenses, fees, and various businesses.
Mover.
Honorable Chair, I propose that the first schedule on permit and licenses, fees for various businesses be amended by inserting the following amended schedule. The call upon Honorable Edna Duabogo to second.
Mr. Chair, I second.
I propose the question that first schedule as amended, third part of the bill. I now put the question that the first schedule as amended, third part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye.
Aye.
May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk.
The second schedule.
Mover.
Honorable Chair, I propose that the second schedule on general fees and charges be amended by inserting the following amended schedule. I call upon the majority leader to second.
I propose the question that the second schedule as amended, third part of the bill. I now put the question that the second schedule as amended, third part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk.
At page 18, that schedule.
Yeah.
Honorable Chair, I propose that the third schedule, that is on land transaction charges and house rent, be amended by inserting the following amended schedule. I call upon the majority whip to second.
I propose the question that that schedule as amended, third part of the bill. I now put the question that the third schedule as amended, third part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk.
At pages 37 to 41, the fourth schedule on penalties.
Honorable Chair, I propose that the fourth schedule on penalties be amended by inserting the following amended schedule as read, and do call upon Honorable Joyce to second.
I second.
I propose the question that the fourth schedule as amended, third part of the bill. I now put the question that the fourth schedule as amended, third part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk.
The fifth schedule at page 42.
Chairperson.
Yes, Honorable Chair, I propose that the fifth schedule, that is on devolved functions, be amended by inserting the following amended schedule. I do call upon Honorable Edna to second.
I second.
I propose the question that the fifth schedule as amended, third part of the bill. I now put the question that the fifth schedule as amended, third part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk.
New schedules, there are no new schedules. Clause on interpretation, clause 2.
Chairperson. Sorry, pardon. I propose the question that clause 2 on interpretation, third part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 2 on interpretation, third part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk.
The short title and the long title. The long title.
I propose the question that the long title be the title of the bill. I now put the question that the long title be the title of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk.
The short title, that is clause 1 on citation.
I propose the question that clause 1 on citation, third part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 1 on citation, third part of the bill. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk.
The motion by the mover that the committee do report to the House.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024. I call upon Honorable Edinard to second.
Honorable Chair is second.
I propose the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024. I now put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024. May those of a similar opinion say aye. May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Honorable members, the House now resumes.
Very well, Honorable Edinard Kingori Wambugu, Chairperson, Committee on Public Service Administration.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole has considered the Nyandarua County Inspectorate and Compliance Enforcement Bill 2024 and approved it with amendments. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Edinard. The report is duly given and tabled and shall be processed as provided in order paper. You've tabled the same. Next order.
Under the same order, there is a motion by Honorable Edinard Wambugu.
Very well, Honorable Edinard Wambugu Kingori, Chairperson, Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move the following motion that this House does agree with the report that the Committee of the Whole has consideration of the Nyandarua County Inspectorate and Compliance Enforcement Bill 2024. Honorable Speaker, I call upon the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Adhirimo, to second.
Very well, Deputy Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, I second.
Thank you. I propose a question, which is that this House does agree with the report that the Committee of the Whole has consideration of the Nyandarua County Inspectorate and Compliance Enforcement Bill 2024. I now put the question, which is that this House does agree with the report that the Committee of the Whole House has consideration of the Nyandarua County Inspectorate and Compliance Enforcement Bill 2024. May those of a similar opinion say aye.
Aye.
May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk, next order.
Honorable Speaker, there is a report by Honorable Zachary Mwangijero.
Very well, Honorable Zachary Mwangijero.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole has considered the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024 and approved it with amendments, and I do table.
The report is duly given and tabled and shall be processed as provided in the order paper. Next order.
Honorable Speaker, there is a motion by Honorable Zachary Mwangijero.
Very well, Honorable Zachary Mwangijero, Chairperson, Committee on Finance, Economic Planning and ICT.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move the following motion that this House does agree with the report that the that the Committee of the Whole has considered. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move the following motion that this House does agree with the report that the Committee of the Whole has considered the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024, and I do call upon Honorable Edna Duabogo to second.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to second.
Thank you, Honorable Edna. I now propose the question, which is that this House does agree with the report that the Committee on the Whole has considered the Nyandarua County Finance Bill 2024. I now put the question, which is that this House does agree with the report that the Committee on the Whole has considered the Nyandarua County Finance Bill, that is 2024. May those of a similar opinion say aye.
Aye.
May those of a contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker, the business of this sitting as appearing on the order paper has been exhausted.
There being no other business to transact under this sitting, I now adjourn the House to Wednesday, the 7th day of May 2025 at 2:30 p.m.